So now we have the body here. It's pretty much just unscrewing everything and taking it off. I think we'll start with the bridge plate. We might actually find a ground wire that's soldered to it. If we do, we'll just cut that off for right now. Alright, now there's 3 screws left in here. These are the screws that actually hold the bridge pickup in, and we'll probably take that out. And looky here. There is the ground wire that they use for this, and it was just laid across the wood. It wasn't actually soldered to the back of the jack plate. So whenever we put this guitar back together, we'll make sure we solder that ground wire there. If you don't have that ground wire soldered into your bridge, you can get a lot of hum out of your pickups. So we'll just make sure that we put that back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the bridge pickup off, and that's just simply undoing these 3 screws. As you unscrew it, the bridge pickup will actually drop down through the bridge plate. And there's our 3 screws. And we should have 3 springs. There are 3 springs. The bridge plate is now detached. And then now we have the pickup there laying loose. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take out the pickguard so we can look in there and see what's going on in there. Now all the pickups, all the screws are out of the pickguard. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew the ones for the bridge pickup, and the bridge pickup will, the neck pickup will drop through. There's 1 and 2. And now the pickguard should just come straight off. And there is the pickguard. Okay. Here's our 2 springs. Right. So now the only thing left is to take off the control plate, and we'll take that off, and then we'll snip the wires connection, and then we'll just resolder them back on. Alright, so up under here you have the neck pickup that is going into the switch, and then into the to the ground, and then this is the bridge pickup right here, which is going to the ground, and then it's going to the switch connection. There is 1 small cap right there that's helping with the tone. We'll play around with that cap as well. And we'll replace it with like an orange drop or a Mallory to kind of, if we're relicing the guitar to make it old, we'll try to give it that vintage tone as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to cut them. What I'm going to do when I cut these is I'm just going to cut them there with a little bit of the wire left, just so I know where it goes whenever we're back to doing this. And then that's that one. And then this is that ground wire that never got soldered in. The last 2 things are, this is for the input jack. I'm going to go ahead and snip those off as well. And snip there. And there's the control plate. And we'll be looking at that a little closer later. We'll take the knobs off and get that ready for the relicing when we're relicing the hardware. Okay, so now the pickups should actually come out. So there's the bridge pickup. Here is the neck pickup. And the neck pickup, we're actually going to take this off the chrome plate, and we'll do some relicing on the chrome plate. We don't want to do any relicing directly to the pickups themselves, because the chemicals that we're going to use are corrosive, and they begin in and mess up with the magnets and the windings, so we don't want to mess with that. Okay, so we have the strap plate there that's left. Go ahead and take that out. And looks like they just had a little piece of rubber on there to keep it from scratching. We'll go ahead and put that back in. And then we'll take off this strap peg. First thing I do when I get a guitar is I always replace the strap pegs with strap locks. So I usually just throw them away, and we will be putting some regular strap locks back on there. Okay, we have the end jack right here that we just need to take off. Should be 2 screws. There's one. And 2, and then the jack should come right out, and there it is right there. And that is all the hardware on the body, except for the string ferrules that they use to put the strings in. They're a little bit difficult to get out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to knock them out, and if I can, we'll go ahead and take them out for the relicing. If not, we will just do the relicing on there. But usually if you take a screwdriver in from this end and knock, you can pull these out without chipping the paint. Of course, we're not as concerned about chipping the paint, but it's looking like these aren't going to come out. Looks like they're threaded in. So we're just going to leave these, and these will be the one piece that we'll relic separately, and we'll make sure we do it very carefully so we don't mess up our wonderful paint job that we're going to chip up. And with that, the body is taken apart, all the hardware is taken off, and this one is ready to go.